It's another day and the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. I'm Anastasia Palacios.
TGIF, good morning. I'm Philip Simon.
And we certainly are pleased to be back in your company after a week that we've had natural disasters and earthquakes and tremors.
Just keep on smiling. Just keep on smiling.
Yeah, a lot happening. And of course, the coronavirus reaching new levels. And so, good to be back in your company.
We've got like 2 persons quarantined.
Apparently they're not necessarily showing symptoms yet, but they must have been in regions that were affected. And so I think they're quarantined for now. And obviously that cruise ship is stuck off the coast of Italy.
Man, ain't that something?
Yeah.
I mean, even the local China's embassy is saying, well, listen, guys, we don't have to go to China. Don't.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, got you. Don't have to say it twice.
Yeah. And it's interesting because this is the time for the Chinese Spring Festival, their new year, which means that most of the provinces in China, they take 2 weeks off vacation, they go back home to the countries that they're originally from, and so it's just an interesting time for them to be in this position where they can't move as freely as they normally would, given the time of year that it is there. So, a lot to watch happening.
I know, right? Between, climate change and the impact of, what Mother Nature's doing. I mean, it's, wow, serious time. It's 2020. It feels, is it still January?
The last day of January, and so tomorrow will be February 1st, and you move on to a brand new month. I hope you guys got those paychecks that you've been waiting for since 2 weeks before Christmas Day.
For the 60 days of January, right?
But before we go any further, I really want to wish a very special good morning to Eileen Major. Eileen watches the show all the time. She has been watching the show all the time. And so, Eileen, thank you so much for tuning us in here at Bahamas at Sunrise. We love and appreciate you and all of our loyal viewers.
All right. You need to bring Elaine on the show.
We probably do.
Well, listen, we've got a great show lined up as usual for you. I saw my good friend Stephen Thompson in the studio. He brought some friends along with him. Going to be talking with NIB this morning. Also to the Ministry of Education, I believe, is here to talk about curriculum revisions. We got a taped piece with Naughty and the Boys. Sue, you try to set me up. You put that last name in there. You know I can't pronounce that.
Danica.
Okay, all right, there you go. But anyway, the boys are back. They're going to be talking about their Super Bowl predictions. The Super Bowl is here.
Yes, Super Bowl is here. Big Super Bowl weekend. And so I know a lot of people who've headed over to Miami. Not necessarily they have tickets to go, but they're going to just be celebrating.
They're going to be in the area.
Around it. But no, at least I remember being in Spain for the World Cup a couple of years ago, and they would have street parties. And so you weren't necessarily going to watch the games, but there were huge TV screens in certain areas. It really was a party and a great atmosphere.
There's a lot of parties going on this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of parties. Nobody invited me to any. Just putting it out there. So, I'm available. I can't drink, baby, but we will enjoy otherwise. And then, of course, I'm all the way for Kansas City. I really love that young man that they've got there.
I do too. I mean, I normally do, right? But this time around, I'm actually hoping. I'm hoping that Kansas City wins, but I won't be too disappointed if the 49ers.
I mean, the 49ers have certainly got an excellent record going in, and so we'll see what happens. That's the fun about sports. You never know what will turn around. So all of that is coming up. We've also going to be talking about some of those events happening here locally and how you can enjoy them. And in addition to that, we've got my good friend Gabriel back in studio. Rev had a promotion recently about the NBA, and so they're going to be here talking about who won that and how you can enjoy some more of the things that Rev has.
We should be going as well, Gabriel.
Yeah, we really should. I don't understand. We have to do a better job with this. So let's talk about it. As we book people, let's talk about how we feel and start enjoying this experience. That's right. And so we've got more to come, but before we get to any of it, we're going to take a first look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First in Insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Stan. Good morning, Bahamas. Yeah, first look at weather sunrise. We're going to call cool fronts. We have one down in central Bahamas went through on Wednesday night and triggered off a whole lot of showers and thunderstorms, even to another activity across the upper coast on Wednesday night. And now we have another cold front that should move through time late Saturday night across the northwest Bahamas, and that's going to bring some showers and possible thunderstorms, but also some windy conditions after the system passes through and some cooler temperatures. But today, a lovely day still weather-wise, mix of sun and cloud, lots more sun than clouds, slight chance of 1 or 2 showers, mainly in the central areas in the vicinity that from a boundary, high temperature 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, slight chance of 1 or 2 nighttime showers, particularly in the central Bahamas, as that front dissipates, your low go down to 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And some region highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 82 and 78. In Jamaica, 82 and 65. In Trinidad, 84 and 76. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 83 and 68. Across North America, Atlanta, 46 and 41. In Raleigh, 52 and 32. In Miami, 78 and 65. Dallas, Texas, 55 and 42. And Toronto, Canada, 32 and 24. As we go into the weekend, slight warm-up before that cold front moves on Saturday, so the temperature will be in the lower 80s at daytime, the mid-60s at nighttime. Cold front passes through Saturday night, clears for Monday, for Sunday into Monday. The temperature will dip into the upper 70s to mid-70s at daytime, and the upper 50s to low 60s at nighttime, only for a short period until about Tuesday, and then we warm up again for another cold front late in the week. Rainfall, we have most of the rainfall on Saturday evening across the Grand Bahama area and across New Providence by nighttime, but you mariners stay in port because those windy conditions coming on Saturday night. That puts a wrap on your first look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Okay. Thank you very much, Godfrey. The National Insurance Board is here. I tell you, some esteemed professional civil servants. My good friend Stephen Thompson. Haven't seen him in a minute, and he's brought some lovely ladies with him. Diana Major, Senior Manager of Core Operations. Lolita Bodie, good to see you. Manager of Registration. And of course, Stephen Thompson, Assistant Director of Employer Contributions, Compliance and Enforcement. It's a long title. But ladies, gent, welcome back to the show. Good
It's
to
a
see you, my
pleasure
friend.
to be here.
It's
Good
been
to
a
see
while.
you. Good to see you. Too long.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Too long. So NIB is having, during the month of February, 2 open houses where persons will be able to come on in and ask and talk about whatever they want, I'm assuming.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
Yes, we will be hosting 2 open houses during this month of February that begins tomorrow. The first is tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
at our Blue Hill Road office.
Okay.
That's the only office that will be open. And it's just to give our customers an opportunity to transact business on an off day, another day other than Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So we will be open and offering all of our services during that time.
Oh,
The
okay.
second will be on Saturday, the 22nd
Okay.
of February. Same time, same location.
What's the genesis of this? Is this just something that is designed to provide an additional 2 days for workers, or or is it designed really to just have an opportunity for your clients to learn more about NIB, or maybe to catch up on some things that...
We really wish to make it more convenient for
Convenient,
persons
okay.
who are so busy throughout the course of the week.
Okay.
Give them that extra day on Saturday. Everybody's busy Monday to Friday, and so we want to give them an opportunity on Saturdays to come in there. All our registration services will be there. Compliance will be there in full force. Employers who are in arrears, they can come in and bring their accounts up to date. If they don't have the full payments that's outstanding, we will allow them to enter installment agreements. Now, this year is the great part. Ordinarily, when an employer is indebted to NIB, the amount that is required is 40% of the full amount outstanding.
Right.
But for tomorrow, on the 22nd of February, they can enter an installment agreement with a down payment of 30% of the amount outstanding. We will also be providing letters of good standing. Persons can walk in tomorrow and walk back out with their letters of good standing. We know sometimes persons have to wait days, weeks, if the account has challenges, sometimes a good while. They can actually walk out with their letters of good standing tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, you're getting the word out for sure. Is this something that's designed just to be for those 2 days in February, or payments go there, you start doing these things, we expect it on an ongoing basis?
We're really hoping that once the public is receptive and the demand is there, we will have this as an ongoing. We really, NIB wants to work with that.
Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes you hear all the time when you go into certain government agencies that the time it takes, the process, registration, I believe, is no different. I mean, are we looking to really change the culture in terms of the service delivery at NIB?
Yes, we are. In fact, this coming Saturday, we are offering the full service of the registration department.
Okay.
Persons are able to come in to complete their employer registration, self-employed and companies. Individuals will be able to come in to complete their individual registration process, along with persons who have registered in 2014 when we first launched in the malls of Marathon and Town Center, who haven't collected their cards. They can come in on Saturday and collect their cards. We also had an initiative in 2016 where we were at several locations throughout the island of the Bahamas. And a lot of cards have not been collected. And so we are hoping and we are encouraging everyone who have not collected their cards to come down this coming Saturday and on the 22nd to collect those cards. We'll also like to say that the expired cards will be renewed. We've found out that the 5-year expiration date, because of the durability of the cards, are still in excellent condition. Okay. And so we are just placing a decal on the cards to extend the expiration date for an additional year. Okay. In addition, we like to dispel the rumor that NIB has run out of cards. We have not run out of cards.
That's been a conversation. I mean, the person's even asked why even have an expiration date, but obviously you're saying it's related to the longevity of the card.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
All right, gotcha.
We will also like to inform the public that NIB is also looking forward to upgrading the cards. Okay. So in short order, the cards can be used as a payment card, a debit card, the same way you will use your
a True Smart card.
Yes,
okay.
True Smart card, yes.
All right. Oh, excellent. I mean, this is really good stuff. But of course, it's beyond the card. I mean, obviously, you are now offering online services. I mean,
yes, we are. You can register online. All we need is your email address, and we send you a PIN whereby you can go at your leisure and access all the records, all the information that we have for you as an individual. And we encourage persons to do that. We see so often that not until time for retirement, persons come to check their contributions, only to find that there isn't as much there as they thought. The employers that they work for did not contribute as they should have. So we encourage persons to join us online so that you can view your records. If you don't have access to online, you can come into our offices tomorrow, any day actually, and receive what we call a KYC statement. It's a Know Your Contribution statement.
Know Your
And you will
Contribution.
be able to see whether or not we have all the information we should have.
And if I may, one of the most transformative things NIB has embarked upon in recent times will be the employer self-service, where employers will be able to actually manage their own account. Employers will be able to download and send their own contribution payment forms electronically into NIB. So even tomorrow, employers who are interested in that service, they can express that interest, and we will embark upon that tomorrow. The employer self-service will change the way employers and self-employed persons do business with NIB. I want to put in another plug. Employers, you have an opportunity to bring your accounts up to date. It is the right thing to do.
Tell you, boy. It sounds very inviting out there. One quick question. Every time, compliance is one of those frightening words. So at the beginning, you mentioned all of these incentives to kind of bring people in order. What should people be bringing with them tomorrow on any particular day to help expedite the process of whether it's registration, whether it's compliance?
Well, first of all, I would encourage everyone to bring their passport or voter's card. That will assist with the process. In addition, registration, we have an email, registration@nib-bahamas.com. And so if they can't make it tomorrow or during the week, they can email their information in their registration form along with the supporting documents, and we will be able to complete the registration process. And if a photo is not required, then all they have to do is just come in and collect. And for employers who have 5 or more employees, we are encouraging them to submit have the cards brought in to NIB, the expired cards, along with the supporting documents, and we will do our best to expedite that service as soon as possible, and they can have their messenger collect the cards.
All right, listen, thank you so much. We've got NIB in the house, obviously looking good. I mean, this is a Friday. These guys are the first ones here, man. NIB is doing great things. We have Stephen Thompson, Assistant Director of Employer Contributions, Compliance, and Enforcement. We didn't talk too much about enforcement this morning, but we'll do that another time. Lolita Bodie, Manager of Registration, and Diane Major, Senior Manager of Core Operations. Ladies, gents, thank you so much for coming and being involved in Sunrise.
It's a pleasure
We
being here.
look forward to seeing the public tomorrow.
Tomorrow, absolutely.
10 to 5,
10 to
Blue
5,
Hill Road.
Blue Hill Road.
Yeah.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Business in the Box is your solution for business from Cable Bahamas. It's an internet, voice, mobile, and advertising solution all in one place. Get reliable internet, free domestic call, and a live corporate package, and free TV ad placement, all starting with packages as low as $164 a month. You can save over $3,000 a year. Just call 601-8911. That's 601-8911. And ask for Business in a Box from Cable Bahamas Business Solutions. Terms and conditions apply.
Good afternoon. First response. How can I help you?
I've been in an accident on West Bay Street. Can you send someone to help?
Yes, ma'am. A first response team will be there in 15 minutes. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but a bit upset.
We're glad you're not hurt. Please, try to relax. Our team will take care of everything as soon as they arrive.
First Response provides immediate on-site service and support from the scene of an accident through the claims and repair process. And it's free to all Bahamas First insured drivers and new publics every day for any type of accident. If you drive and want First Response on your side, call 321-FIRST or visit bahamasfirst.com for the name of an authorized Bahamas First agent. First Response can't prevent an accident from happening,
But it can certainly ease your mind when it happens.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. The Curriculum Division of the Ministry of Education has completed newly revised curriculum guides for primary and high schools. And to tell us more, we're very happy to welcome Sharon Poitier. She's the Deputy Director for Curriculum at the Ministry of Education. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure to see you, Soroa, and always when you're here, we know that new and exciting things are happening at the ministry.
Absolutely.
And I think for us as Bahamians, we hold our education system in very high regard, and so it's good to see that we are continuing to see growth as the world changes, that our education system is doing the same.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us about the curriculum development cycle that was implemented in 2018?
Okay, in April of 2018, curriculum officers got together at our conclave, and we established what we would call a curriculum development cycle.
Okay.
And the backstory to this is the fact that curriculum development had been ongoing, but in a rather ad hoc fashion.
Okay.
And so we determined that we wanted to place intentional focus on curriculum development, because we recognize that we're living in a changing world. We're producing students who, for them, careers don't even exist. So we have to provide them with the skills necessary for them to navigate through this ever-changing world.
Okay.
And so the cycle was established where we, within a 5-year period, we would determine that we would revise, we would develop new curricula to meet the needs of the 21st century.
Okay.
And so we have the cycle, it's very data-driven. We do research throughout the world, see what the trends are.
Okay.
What are those global trends? What are those things that our students will need? We recognize that they're not going to be just bound in the Bahamas. They're going to be global citizens.
Right.
So we want to prepare them adequately. And so we have a research part of the cycle. Then there's the design part of the cycle, where you actually design, revise the curricula based on what industry is telling us, based on what the trends are telling us.
Okay.
I think for us, we recognize that the most important phase of that cycle is the implementation phase, because we can produce brilliant curricula.
Right.
But if they're not implemented at the school level, then it's all for naught.
There you go.
And so for 3 years, we are going to be working with teachers, with administrators, with students to make sure that the curricula is aligned.
Okay.
And so that, in essence, is the cycle.
Okay. I mean, it sounds exciting. And I think for those of us who may not often know, and this is why it's so important to come on shows like this and be able to share this information, because we've got such brilliant minds working in the ministry continuously on these sorts of programs. And so it's just important that it's being communicated to the public and that we're seeing the transition happen in the school system. So what happened on Monday? Because you launched several of these disciplines on Monday past.
On Monday, we were very, very excited to launch a number of curricula. Physics at the high school level, mathematics at high school and junior high. We had economics and commerce, bookkeeping and accounting. And then at the primary level, we had physical education. And so we were quite happy to launch those on Monday.
Okay. And when you say launch, because some of these disciplines I would think are already or were currently available in schools.
Yeah, they're simply the revised curricula that brings in the trends of the 21st century.
Okay.
And those trends, we look at the 4 C's. We want to make sure that our students are skilled, they have the skills necessary. And so we look at what we call the 4 C's: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication. Those are the skills essential for life and growth in this century. And so those are the things that we want to focus on. And so when we talk about the revision of the curricula, we're looking at skills-based curricula. And so that's the difference in those new revisions. Yes.
So I think about something like that, and I've kind of seen that model done, certainly in like Finland and those sorts of Scandinavian countries.
Yes.
Is there a way that we would test for that? Because obviously in our previous curriculum, we would kind of know our students were making the mark based on maybe BGCSE or BJC in those areas. How do we say we've grown or we're doing well when we look at skill sets?
Well, those exit examinations will still exist, but embedded in the new curricula would be what we call performance-based assessment.
Okay.
Real life experiences where we provide activities for students so that it models what would happen in the real life. We know on the job people are not in isolated silos. For example, they have to work in teams, they have to negotiate, they have to communicate. And so those real life experiences are also embedded in the program, yes.
And is there a way that we can find the new curriculum or even see what it includes and entails to make sure that our children are keeping up?
The Ministry of Education has its website, and part of the link is a curriculum link. And so persons are free to go online and access, yes.
Excellent. And then we talked about kind of not working in silos and the fact that everything requires teams. And it's our understanding that you guys have gained some new curriculum officers as well.
Absolutely. We were able to get 13 new officers, new curriculum officers in various disciplines, and 4 subject secretaries. And yesterday and today we have an orientation for them. And so we're very excited about that, yes, yeah.
Well, listen, Ms. Poitier, we're so happy to have had you. Certainly always good to know what's happening with our Ministry of Education, because it really is the basis for any society to grow, is the education of its people. And so this is exciting stuff, and we look forward to seeing how these changes will help us as we move into this century of globalization and automation. So thank you so much.
And thank you, my pleasure.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be back with more after this commercial break.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit netsuitespi.com.
One thing, two things. Blue thing, old things. Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
We get up early every morning to offer safe and dependable service. Where quality service is paramount. An excellent travel experience is priority. Connecting the islands of the Bahamas to the world. Bahamas Air. We don't just fly here, we live here.
Welcome back to the show. It is Super Bowl weekend. Carmel Brewery is in the house. Jadrian Turnquist. You know, we were joking before we started. Obviously, Carmel Brewery is known for Collect, but his title is Other Bears Brand Manager. We're going to talk about what that means here in a second. And of course, the legendary, I've been told, Kingsley Monroe, 3 Aces Sporting Lounge. Good morning, guys.
Good to be here.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Listen, it's the biggest sporting weekend of the year, no doubt about it, certainly in this hemisphere. When it comes to talking about the Super Bowl, I mean, we look forward to the Super Bowl not just for the game itself, but all the activities that are happening. Of course, the commercials. Miller Lite is obviously at the top of the entertainment factor. But listen, you guys are doing another thing. Let's start out with 3 Aces. The big party. You got a party going on in the backyard?
Party in the backyard. The party is going to be at 3 Aces Sports Bar. We located in the Circle Bar Mall on Soldier Road. Food, drinks, shots, you name it. We want to welcome everyone. You come and you join up, and we're going to just party.
You do this every year, I mean, and not just once a year.
This is we are pretty new to the business. Mm-hmm. This is our first year.
Doing this one?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And certainly we're going to make it good.
Well, tell us about 3 Aces. Is it a members only?
Members only. Our core values are customer service and our relationship with our members. Okay. So members only. It's a digital environment. To get in, you must have a minimum of $20 on your account. And once you get in the precincts of the bar, you can use whatever monies you have on your account to purchase your beverages and food and what have you.
So top up before you come.
There we go. But like I said, our core thing is it's upscale, your typical bar room.
Right. It's entertainment.
We have about 15 TVs. So this Sunday, we looking to have a ball, and we wanted everyone to come.
Yeah, I can feel it already. So tell me about other brands.
Other Bear brand manager. So, work for Carmel Brewery Limited. We carry a wide range of beer products.
Yeah, we know what's number one. I mean,
of course.
Yeah, we know what's number one.
Those guys are good.
Yeah.
But I represent Guinness, Coors Light, Miller Lite. Yeah. This morning we're here, of course, Super Bowl weekend, and I'm here representing Coors Light, Miller Lite.
Okay.
So, fun fact, they are both owned by the same parent company, Molson Coors. Yeah. So they both play in the same area. They're both sporty, trendy beers. Miller Lite being the one with less calories, a little bolder taste. And Coors Light actually is an official sponsor of the NBA. So we wanted to kind of see which area and which avenues to play in both. So with Coors Light, no-brainer. Coors Light being basketball, we focus more Coors Light on basketball, and we focus more on Miller Lite with football. Hence, this brings us to Super Bowl weekend. But I'm here just to talk about a little bit about Miller Lite and Coors Light, and also not what's going on for this weekend. but for the next few months, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
We have, Super Bowl is this weekend. Mr. Kingsley said some great things about 3 Aces. And right after Super Bowl, we have, basketball season is currently going on. And we actually have an NBA Coors Light NBA Enter to Win promotion going on right now, only in Grand Bahama though. Okay. It's the grand prize drawing is a trip for two, round trip for two, to go watch a Miami Heat basketball game. Everything paid for, transportation.
How do you win? I mean, you just got to drink up. I mean,
buy 3 Coors Light.
Okay.
Fill out the battery receipt, leave in the drop box. But it's only going on in the island of Grand Bahama.
Okay.
And we have the grand prize drawing on March 28th. We actually have a big event planned for that. Okay. We're partnering with an account down there, Fluid Factory. So big up to Mr. Claiborne and his team.
There you go.
But we want to say the event is actually going to be on Burns House grounds on Queens Highway. Okay. So if you're familiar with anything dealing with events on Queens Highway, Burns House grounds, you already know that's a Bear Fest. So just want to be the first to tell you, we're going to have our first Bear Fest in Grand Bahama on March 28th. And we're partnering, like I said, with Claiborne. And I'm very proud to say that 100% of our portion of the proceeds are going to be going right back to the rebuilding of the Grand Bahama community and economy. So that's a good luck, great things, and yeah, man. But this weekend is all about Super Bowl.
Yeah, no.
Super Bowl.
First things first.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me say how delighted 3 Aces Sports Bar is to partner with Miller Lite. We're delighted. It certainly speaks to who they are, partner with us.
Come on, man. Trying to be humble over there.
I would be remiss if I do not say to our listening audience, as a lifelong Laker fan, I just want to express the condolences of the entire country to Vanessa and the kids and the friends and other family members of Kobe on his demise. And it certainly speaks to no matter your earthly value,
the fragility of life.
Death. It doesn't discriminate.
We all have
and I just want to invite everyone listening to me to every morning before you embark on whatever your endeavor, those you love, please let them know.
Wise words, no doubt about it. But this weekend we are certainly going to be celebrating. Any predictions? I know we got a segment coming up later in the show, but you guys got any favorites this weekend that we need to talk about?
Well, I should be pulling for Kansas City.
You should be.
Because I'm a Green Bay fan.
Okay.
and San Francisco.
They put it on you.
But as a fan of the NFC, I like San Francisco, but I think KC going to win it.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that. But listen. And what about you?
I'm a Dolphins fan, first of all.
You're what?
Dolphins fan.
Wow.
A Dolphins fan, very proud to say it. 3 times.
Okay, we cool.
For 15 years, I served as president of the Bahamas chapter of the Miami Dolphins Haters Association.
I'm not going to take that.
You're not going to take that. Okay.
I'm just looking for a great game.
You're looking for a great game. Me too. I mean, definitely.
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. Well, listen, we got some trivia for the fans. Obviously, we got these giveaways here. Man, is that a giveaway? No.
It's for you guys.
That's for us. Okay. You heard? Somebody's going to take that home. But anyways, we got some trivia questions, and anybody can answer these questions. Call the counselors. The first question is, does Miller Lite have half the carbs of Bud Light? That sounds rhetorical. The second question is, 3 Aces Sports Bar and Lounge is located on what street? He would have said it right at the very beginning. And of course, the third question is, how many times have the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs gone head-to-head at the Super Bowl? If you know the answers to any one of these questions, call us at 322-1000. Let me say it again. Does Miller Lite have half the carbs of Bud Light? 3 Aces Sports Bar and Lounge is located on what street? And how many times have the 49ers and the Chiefs gone head-to-head in the Super Bowl? 322-1000. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Jadrian Turnquest, other Bears brands manager at Commonwealth Brewery, and Kingsley Monroe, 3 Aces Sporting Lounge.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, buddy.
The fun has started already.
Yeah,
definitely. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Incudus is a shared workspace company that provides services for professionals, freelancers, Anybody that's in need of a turnkey solution for a private office space, a conference room rental, or part-time office space service. One of our main service that we provide to our members is high-speed internet access. There can be up to about 50 members within our space utilizing the internet and the Rev voice services. And Rev has done an excellent job of dedicated, reliable, high-speed internet service.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're at the halfway point on this fabulous Friday. I'm Anastasia Palacios.
And I'm Philip Simon.
And thank you for staying with us.
Yeah.
How's the morning been so far?
Great, energetic, lots of fun. Super Bowl is here, so you can feel the vibes. It's happening this weekend.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we still got more to come in the second half of the show. We're going to be talking some more about those vibes. As we move out of Super Bowl, of course, we move straight into basketball season. You got March Madness coming up with the college basketball teams. And then, of course, we get into the NBA playoffs and finals. So Rev is going to be here to talk to us about
All-Stars.
awesome prizes. That they've got.
All-Stars, no doubt about it. We want to say a very happy birthday. It's a little too early to sing, but certainly we want to send the happiest of days to Brenda.
Yeah, the one and only Brenda Knowles.
And only.
A fashion designer extraordinaire, hard mouth extraordinaire.
Oh my goodness.
Will make you laugh extraordinaire. Miss Brenda has certainly been a blessing to us here on Bahamas at Sunrise. She does the makeup for my co-host and most of our guests coming in, and so just a joy to have had her in studio with us. And
tomorrow.
She's celebrating tomorrow.
Yeah, she's probably going to say she's what, 20-something, but yeah.
Multiply it once or twice and you'll get ready. She certainly looks good enough to be whatever age she said.
Whatever
so
she says.
Happy birthday to you,
No
Miss
doubt
Brenda.
about it. Yeah.
In addition to Rev, we're also going to have our live weekend calendar, and we're going to hear those super dope predictions from our good friend Naughty.
Yeah, Naughty and his sons.
Yeah, so
they've been spot on. At least I think it's the youngest, the younger one.
Yeah, the older son who
one.
went against him last time and told him that, you know, and he's been... His predictions are right. You got to take him to Vegas. All right, guys, we got more to come. Before we get to these, I'm going to take a second look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Bahamas. I too would like to wish Brenda a happy birthday tomorrow. Enjoy your day. In your second look at Brother Sunrise, we do have frontal boundary across the Central Islands, the vicinity of Exuma, Kid Islands, and Salvador, and that's expected to weaken and fizzle out sometime during the next 24 hours. Then an area flow pressure moves towards the northeast across northern Florida. A trailing cold front moves across Grand Bahama late on Saturday evening and across New Providence by Saturday night, with some showers and thunderstorms, and so we're asking you to be very careful on Saturday night because those severe thunderstorms, particularly will in Grand Bahama on Saturday evening and Saturday night, and then behind that system, so we have windy conditions, so you have your boaters to remain in port over the Saturday into Sunday, as those winds will start decreasing again by Monday into Tuesday. In your marine forecast today, looking at the winds east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, 2 to 4 feet, or areas for those winds becoming more southeast to south at 10 to 15 knots, 2 to 4 feet, or the northwest Bahamas by afternoon. On Saturday, those winds south to southwest at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet of northwest Bahamas, with those winds be shifting after that frontal passes west to northwest and increasing 20 to 25 knots, those seas building 6 to 9 feet after frontal passage. Southeast to south at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. And then on Sunday, those winds become northwest to north at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet over the northwest and central Bahamas, westerly at 15 knots, seas 3 to 5 feet over the southeastern islands. Year tides. You can expect a high tide at 11:58 this morning. Net low tide is 6:19 this evening. High gain tomorrow morning at 36 minutes past midnight. Sunset 5:54 this evening. Rises more at 6:53. UV index 8. Your water temperature 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And your moon phase now moving towards the first quarter. External look into Saturday. Looking at warm days with partly sunny skies. But expect on Saturday, partly sunny skies, but increasing cloudiness, showers, thunderstorms, and windy conditions over Grand Bahama by late afternoon and evening hours, upon New Providence by late Saturday night into Sunday morning. That system should move out sometime early Sunday morning across the islands into the central islands with some windy conditions. Temperature daytime. Ahead of that front, low east at daytime, upper 60s at nighttime, and then when that front passes through, we're looking at mid-70s at daytime, upper 50s to low 60s at nighttime. That puts a wrap in your phone. Look at weather at sunrise. I'm Coffee Burnside. Back to you, Star.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Well, if you like free things like me and the average Bahamian, you're going to love this next segment. If you want a free NBA League pass, that would be me. And if you want an all-expense paid trip to an NBA game, that would also be me. Christmas might be over, but the specials just keep on coming when you are a customer of Rev Cable Bahamas. Joining me today, we're very happy to welcome Gabrielle Burrows. She's the Senior Public Relations Coordinator at Rev, and she's brought along two of the first winners of a trip to watch the NBA All-Stars. How I missed that there was even like an opportunity to do this, I don't know, but I'm going to find out those details now so I never miss anything again. Very happy to have with us Mark and Desiree Mingo, who are the first winners. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Pleasure to have you guys with us. I'm kind of jealous, so I'm going to try not to show that in the interview. But Dav, let's get started with you. One of the big things we were talking about before Christmas was Trio. So is Trio still happening, and what should we know about that?
Yeah, so obviously Trio has been our best deal yet, and we keep trying to find ways to make it better. So this is our fourth installment of Trio. We're literally calling it Trio 4.0. And now the kicker for this one, obviously, is that we've included NBA League Pass for free. So with this campaign, I think everybody wins because NBA League Pass is something that's typically about $100 a month. And so this is now free. If you have Trio, you have access to NBA League Pass free. All you have to do is call in and literally say, I want NBA League Pass, and you get it. But we made it even better. We partnered with the NBA and put together, so there are 5 trips that you can win over this promotion. This promotion is 5 months long, and so every month we're going to be giving away a trip for a couple, either, you could take a friend, it doesn't have to be a married couple, but someone and a friend can go see the NBA live.
That's cool. That is really cool. And I think, of course, obviously, we haven't lost Kobe Bryant this week. A lot of our minds are with the NBA and our hearts are on the NBA. How do you all feel knowing that you're going to the All-Star game?
Man, the first day I still have it. I'm speechless. But no, this is an honor, privilege, and it's just a perfect match. We're here with Rev. We subscribe to them, obviously. It's just great all around.
That's
great
good.
news for us, yeah.
And how are you feeling about going?
Excited, especially for my husband.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So he's the big basketball fan,
Exactly.
and you get to just go in there and scream and jump up and down.
Exactly.
It sounds like a perfect time. It does sound like a perfect time. What did you have to do in order to win?
They just had to be Trio customers.
Seriously?
Absolutely. Literally. This was, we had a database of our Trio customers, those who would have opted into NBA League Pass. We went through the database and they won. So, they won.
Wow. So, all you do is sign up for Trio, get NBA League Pass, and you enter to it. Yeah. So, I just have to call as soon as I get off the segment, make sure I get NBA League Pass, and I'm entered to it.
Yeah. Okay. And there's another prize. So, every other week we have where you can have a little watch party for you and 4 friends at Green Parrot.
Okay.
So, someone has already won. We're going to have our first one, I think, next week. So, I mean, of course, it's not quite the same as winning a trip, but there are other ways to win.
No, I mean, that's still a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Green Parrot is a nice spot. They've got great food. Love the wings of Green Parrot. And then, of course, you get to enjoy that with friends. So I think that's a pretty good time as well.
Free food and drinks on us.
And you guys were giving away a lot of cash a couple months ago.
Yes.
Are cash promotions still continuing as well?
Absolutely. So cashback, we have our year-long cashback, which is $136,000. Basically, every month, 50 customers win $200 for paying their rev bill in full on time by the 27th, for signing up for e-billing, which all you have to do is call or email to sign up, and signing up for My Account, which you can do just by visiting our website, putting in your email address and account number. Now, tomorrow, we're having a live show. We were supposed to have it earlier, but we had some issues, and so we postponed it. Where we're going to have the drawing. So we have 10 winners.
Okay.
We're going to go live into our cash vault to grab for $10,000 each. There'll be up to $10,000 in the vault, and they can grab for as much as they can.
You already selected 10 people, eh?
We have.
Oh, man. Well, 2020 could be in my year. I'm going to just speak it over. I don't know, I've missed everything in 2019, but it's okay.
On the bright side, we also have the Grand Bahama Children's Home and the Children's Emergency Hostel. So they're going to have reps who are also going into the cash machine who are going to be able to grab the cash. Then we have 4 of our quarterly winners who are going to win up to $4,000 just for, again, paying their bill in full on time. So there's a lot of money giving out. It's going to happen tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the Rev store. And we encourage people to come out because you never know. We might draw you out of the crowd and let you go into the cash machine.
Well, listen, I mean, that's my time, boy. I just make sure I'm on my running shoes, like getting that quick. No, got some sticky gloves. But where will the NBA game be that you guys are going to attend?
It will be held in Chicago this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice and cool.
Nice and cool. Very cool, to say the least.
And are you looking forward to like exploring the city as you guys go?
Most definitely.
Yeah, she's more or less into exploring the city this time. I'm usually the explorer, but this time I just want.
You just forget to
in
the NBA. Yeah, no, you got to take him to the bowl. Make sure you go up to the top of the stairs tower and take a picture over like in the lake. And, well,
at some point.
Yeah, at some point. As long as the game, you there for the game.
That's the main thing.
Listen, I'm not mad at all at you, Mingos, and congratulations again. Sounds like a lot of fun. And you know what? Next time, I'm going to be sitting there. My co-host is going to be interviewing me because I'm going to be winning Ray and Deal's back.
There you go.
Listen, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning on Bahamas at Sunrise. Gabrielle, just let us know again how we can get signed up for Trio, how we can connect with Reb. Is there a number that we should call?
To sign up for Trio, or if you have any questions, you can call 601-8992 or email sales@cablebahamas.com. And for our cashback, I just want people to know that it will be airing live on RTV tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Okay, so RTV tomorrow at 3, or you can go down to, where will the drawing be taking place actually?
At our Rev store in the mall.
In the mall at Marriott.
Yes, and it's also going to be live on Facebook.
Okay, live on Facebook, live on Rev, which is channel 212, and then of course if you go into the mall, you might actually get a chance to go. They probably won't. I will. So I don't want to keep people away, but I'm just saying it's my time. Listen, thank you guys so much for joining us again.
It's awesome to be here.
Definitely a pleasure.
Yeah, and go and enjoy that NBA game for me, please.
Certainly will.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Sunrisers. This your boy Solver with your live weekend calendar. You are invited to Success Secrets Through Proper Etiquette, Lunch and Learn, featuring Baroness Angelica von Canal Christie and celebrity Marianne Parker. Friday, January 31st, British Colonial Hilton. For more information, email Angelica at angelicachristie.com. The Chan Pratt Foundation, Keep Hope Alive, Art Exhibition and Cocktail Reception. Friday, January 31st, Sapodilla of West Bay, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Donation, $100. Catholic Board of Education presents 9K Run 5K Walk. Saturday, February 1st, Runner's Route, Xavier's Lower School to Goodman's Bay and back. Walker's Route, Xavier's Lower School to Go Slow Bend and back. 6:30 a.m. Health Fair and South Out immediately following Run Walk. Bark celebrates 10 years, dancing through the decades. Saturday, February 1st, Old Fort Bay Club, 8 p.m. Super Bowl 54, Kansas City Chiefs versus San Francisco 49ers. Showdown at Fusion Superplex. Sunday, February 2nd, tailgate experience begins at 3 p.m. That's your live weekend calendar. To have your event posted on the calendar, please don't hesitate to email kalbury@tclbahamas.com. Alive. Believe in best.
This portion of Bahamas at Sunrise is brought to you by Joker's Wild and Wise Guy Entertainment, presenting the Love Fest Valentine's Comedy Show, starring Aries Spears, Barbara Carlisle, and Jason Andors, Friday, February 14th and Saturday, February 15th at Atlantis.
Super Bowl 54, it's that time of year again, gents. We have Sancho, Adoni, Naughty from Kiss 96. But before we get into your predictions, we're going to talk and reflect on Kobe Bryant. Naughty, you have on your Kobe Bryant jersey today, I see.
Yeah, I think it would just be fitting, you know. Everybody knows what a huge Laker fan I am and how much I thought of Kobe. I mean, Kobe was like my favorite player.
Right.
And here came this kid from Lower Merion, Pennsylvania. Looked like Jordan, walked like Jordan, stuck the tongue out like Jordan. And I was like, who is this kid? And then he started playing. I was like, this kid is off the chain. This guy is special. And I was like, boy, I hope the Lakers can do something in the draft and get him. And bada bing, bada boom. From my mouth to God's ear, Jerry West was sipping the Kool-Aid. And Kobe came on. And what endeared me to him from the break as a rookie in Utah, Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, established veterans, didn't want to shoot the rock. Kobe stepped up and he shot it. And it was famous, it was the air ball. But he was a 17-year-old kid, and he kept shooting it. And a lot of people don't realize when Shaq grabbed him after that game, Shaq wasn't criticizing him, you know. Shaq said, look, me and you go ride, because you showed me a lot of things, but these other dudes didn't have. And if you notice, after that series, Del Harris left as coach, Phil Jackson came in, and the evolution of what the great Laker franchises of the early 2000s began.
Yeah, I just want to share a personal story of mine, because I was in university, and I came home for the summer, and my uncle, God rest his soul, Paul Knowles, he was a diehard.
God bless his great guy.
Right, and he was telling me about this Kobe Bryant kid, and I was a Jordan fan, and I was like, I don't know Kobe Bryant, I ain't gonna have us. And he was like, from then in 96, he was saying, Kobe, can be better than Jordan.
But I shared some of those conversations with him, because I'm good friends with Kobe. And me and Paul would share those conversations. We saw the same thing in Kobe. We saw the fact that he wanted to emulate Jordan, but also be better than Jordan, or try to be better than Jordan. And when he came in the league, his relentless pursuit of excellence, his will to win. He'd win a championship, and 2 weeks later, he's in the gym working out. He put in the work. He wanted to be the best. So you have to admire that. And he was a warrior. He embodied everything that you wanted in a basketball player. Played offense, played defense. He did it all.
Back to the Super Bowl predictions. We have Kansas City against San Francisco. Sancho, you're 2-0. Adoni, you're 0-2. And Naughty, you're 1-1, and I'm 1-1 so far in our predictions. So I'm going to start with Sancho. Who you got in the Super Bowl 54?
I got the 49ers winning it all. Kansas City, they're experienced, but they don't have like that much experience, because Jimmy G played as backup to Tom Brady. He watches it from the bench. He knows stuff. He knows how to play well. They have Raheem Mostert and Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, a bunch of weapons offensively. And their defense is a monster as well.
So you feel the defense is going to get to Mahomes? I really feel the defense
will get to Patrick Mahomes, because, I mean, I don't know, I just feel like it's going to happen.
Okay. I'll come back to you with the score. 1 second. Donnie, who you got in the Super Bowl?
I got Kansas City, because I think that they don't have too much experience, but it's just the way they have speed, power on that team. They could get the ball down the field, and they get to score in easily. So I think that if the defense could hold San Francisco off, that Kansas City is gonna win the Super Bowl.
And Naughty?
Been sipping my Kool-Aid. I like Kansas City also. Here's the reasons why I like Kansas City. Andy Reid is 27-3 as head coach whenever he takes on an opponent with 2 weeks to prepare. He's had 2 weeks to prepare or more to prepare for opponent. He's 27-3. He's had 2 weeks. I like him in the preparation. I like the fact that Kansas City is playing lights out football. They came from 24 points down. They have momentum. They have belief in themselves. They have the swag. They have the attitude. In addition to that, they have Patrick Mahomes. He's also a young gun. Similar, we mentioned to Kobe, but he has a lot of Kobe qualities in the NFL too that makes him special. If you look at the defense for Kansas City under Spagnuolo, who used to coach the Giants in 2 Super Bowls and won against New England, they've picked up now over the last 6-7 weeks, stopping the run and the pass and creating pressure. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, You know, he's having a great year, and he's good against tight ends. So that may eliminate Kittle. So if it comes down to a game where somebody's got to move the ball, and who I trust more, I trust infinitely more Patrick Mahomes over Jimmy Garoppolo.
Gotcha.
If this was a photo shoot, I'm going with Garoppolo. Right. If this is a Super Bowl win, I'm going with Mahomes. So I'm going with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs based on that fact that they play well, they have been playing the ball well, and I think they've got enough weapons offensively in the running game. And in the passing game. I mean, Travis Kelce is no slouch himself. Nope. You got Tyreek Hill who's going to move all over the field. Richard Sherman stays at home. He'll lock off one side of the field. He doesn't travel. Tyreek Hill is going to travel, put pressure on other people. That's going to open up Mecole Hardman. It's also going to open up Sammy Watkins. You saw little Sammy Watkins blow up the other day. That's what happens when you move Tyreek Hill around. And I think that this Kansas City team, Andy Reid doesn't know how many more opportunities he's going to get to this point. And I think he wants to put his name on that trophy and say, I am up there. And not just my assistants have come like Peterson and McCarthy, who's the head coach in Dallas now, by the way. You know, so they've won, and he hasn't. So I think he's going to step up and get it done this time. I think Kansas City wins. It's going to go two ways. It's either going to be a blowout or it's going to be a tight barn burner. And I mean, points will go up like 48-45 in a very exciting game. Because San Francisco, if they get into a track meet, I still like Kansas City's chances, but points will go up.
We go to the points right now. So Sancho, you know, my heart saying I should ride with you. Let's go because you're 2-0, but I don't know. But what's your score, and how do you see the outcome coming?
I'm gonna have to go with my dad with the score. It's either gonna be like a blowout or like a tight game, but it also could be like a close game in like the first 3 quarters. Then the fourth quarter, somebody just takes a huge lead and just runs away with it in the last quarter. I think that's going to be San Francisco. 49-35 is going to be tied up.
49-35?
Yes. 49ers. Yes. I think it's going to be like, even, like 35 at the end, because Patrick Mahomes knows how to like keep it close.
Okay.
But if they get a big lead, I don't think the 49ers are a different team than Houston. Houston has talent, but Bill O'Brien is really not doing well over there. I mean, they choked the 24. Yes, they choked the 24-0 lead. I don't think San Francisco's the type of team to do that. Right. I really don't think so. I think their defense will perform well if they get a big lead.
Okay. Johnny?
I think it's going to be the Kansas City's going to win because they take early on in the game they're down, but when the game starts to fade under and the other team starts to get tired, that's when they put their power on and then they just blow them out. So I think it's going to be 53-49. Big scoring game.
Wow, you took my talking point. I got to go with a different score.
Big blowout.
All right, so both of you all have went to blowout. You all have heard me talk up and down. So I'm going to say this. I still like Kansas City, but it could be a tight game since both defenses have been playing good ball recently. So if it goes that route, I still like the Chiefs. 27-24, late field goal.
Why you? I'm about to go my score.
That was your thought?
Almost to that.
27-24.
Okay.
I like Kansas City to get it done.
Right. So I'm also going with Kansas City. Sorry, Sancho. I'm going with Kansas City because they have so many weapons, and I feel the score is going to be 28-24.
28-24.
28-24. That's my final score. That's my final score.
Early on in the game, they're down, but when the teams start to get tired, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw picks, and then
I hope it turns out how they say.
He throws.
Nothing would be nice. Nicer.
He runs the ball to bleed out.
Zip it.
And then
okay, good. Now, I think it'd be much better than last year's game, 13-3.
Right.
Wouldn't you like to see a 59?
I would love to see a
48 game or something like that.
But the defense, both defenses are good, and I also feel that San Francisco, I mean, their offense is good too. So people sleep on the underdog. Everybody's on Kansas City, so that's why I also feel it's gonna be close. But
MVP of the game?
Yeah. Sorry.
MVP.
I'm going with my homeboy. I gotta go with my homeboy, Mahomes.
He like.
Okay, I got
all MVP. I feel like they're gonna give it to Jimmy G, but in my opinion, it has to be either Raheem Mostert, George Kittle, or Deebo Samuel. They have been the main weapons this season.
Right.
Jimmy G barely threw in the playoffs.
Right. So you're the
It's just been
lone
the
wolf, and
ground
you're the
and
only
pound.
one
Yeah.
wanting to go with San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think it's not Kittle.
Oh.
It's Patrick Mahomes
Right.
or Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill's
Doesn't matter that.
Tyreek Hill's been catching the ball and getting it downfield, but then again, Patrick Mahomes has been running the ball good. He's been throwing it good, so I think I'm gonna have to go Patrick Mahomes on this one.
I got two little bold predictions here, all right? First bold prediction is, yeah, Mahomes I like. I like Tyreek Hill. But there's a running back who's been much maligned in Kansas City this year. Damian Williams. Not LaShawn boy. Damian Williams. Had the shoulder injury and everything. Kansas City runs a great screen game. San Francisco is acceptable to the screen game. I like him as your dark horse MVP.
Well, that's it for our Super Bowl 54 predictions. Thanks again, Sancho, Adoni, and Naughty. We'll see you again next year for Super Bowl 55.
Alive. Believe in best.
Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. We hope that you enjoyed it.
Yes, we did. Listening to Naughty and his boys. Two of them are choosing the Chiefs. One is choosing the 49ers. Godfrey Burnside says it's going to be the 49ers 34-31.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I am pulling Kansas City all the way. And
Yeah.
if we go down, then, everybody else is lost already this year, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Tuck eye with you, 49ers.
Yeah, no, definitely sticking with Kansas City. So we'll see what happens on Monday. You guys have doubted me before, and, we'll just leave that there. So we'll be back with more Bahamas at Sunrise, and enjoy the weekend. Make it a safe one.
No doubt about it. Bye.
Bye.
So what happened last Sunday, though?
When the Eagles won.